Hi there. Al Foster with you. Yes, I'm in the swimming pool at the Pan Am Pool for this edition of Sports Select Sports Talk. What are we here for? We are here for the Manitoba Water Polo Spring Break Camp, and we're also going to meet a water polo athlete from right here in Winnipeg who's about to make her way to Scotland for the Commonwealth Games. She's also going to school me a little bit on being a goaltender. I can't wait. Sports Select Sports Talk starts now. Before we get back into the pool, I want to just talk about this sport in general, and here to help us out is Michael Reed. He's the head coach for Water Polo Manitoba. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for coming.
And I'm so glad we can talk about this off the top, because when we think about amateur sport in Manitoba, not often water polo jumps to the forefront.
Yeah, I mean, water polo is definitely, it's a smaller sport. It's not one of the big 3 or 4 sports: hockey, soccer, volleyball, basketball, but definitely a sport that has been in Manitoba thriving for decades, as well as across the country.
Talk a little bit about, first of all, your own personal experience, how you got involved in this sport.
Well, actually, I come from, right now we're at Pan Am Pool. I've been coming to this pool for about 35, 36 years, and I started with swimming lessons. I went into competitive swimming. I was competitive swimming for a long time. Around 14, 15 years old, I had enough of that, and I wanted to keep training and doing something. So, water polo was an obvious extension of that.
Now, you mentioned the sport is thriving. Just talk a bit about now the participation that you're seeing.
Well, we have 3 clubs. Three strong clubs right now in the city, as well as in Selkirk, Manitoba, just north of the city. Every fall we have a school league program that runs, there's 2 school leagues. One is a middle years program from grades 6 to 8, and a high school program, a league. So schools from across the city, and including Selkirk even has a team, play in this league every fall.
You mentioned the high school leagues and a provincial program. Just talk about how kids can start getting involved.
Well, the easiest way to get involved is to contact Manitoba Water Polo, and they will direct you to the various clubs that are in the city. And the clubs offer programs actually from, little kids, 10 and under, 8, 7 years old. Actually, I know both of the clubs offer programs for as young as 5 years old, and even my son, who's 5 years old, has started playing water polo once a week, all the way up to Active for Life recreational adult programs, even adult programs where people have never played water polo and they're just learning it for the first time when they're well into their adult life.
I'm going to put my parent hat on here, if you don't mind. Yeah. And of course, I think about the safety component. Just what level of swimming do you want to see in an athlete before they start up?
Well, water polo is played in all deep water, so you should have some comfort in swimming a few laps in deep water. But at the younger level, at the younger introductory level, I was just mentioning my son, they play in a shallow end pool. So, they're jumping off the bottom, sometimes they're wearing life jackets. So the safety component is not really a big issue. As you get older though, yeah, you need to be able to swim, if you can swim a couple laps, then you can start training.
And as you get older, I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, but it gets a little rough in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, hey, water polo is a contact sport. There's no question about it. Just like soccer is a contact sport, basketball is a contact sport, hockey example. Yeah, it is a contact sport. It can get a little bit rough, but actually from an injury standpoint, it's actually a really safe sport when you compare it to the contact that you receive in hockey, for example.
What are some other things that you like about water polo, Michael?
Well, some of the things I like about water polo is the dynamic nature of the game. Involves swimming, obviously, and you're in the water, and it's just such a different medium to be in that you're not in water every single day. Add a ball, add physical play of people grabbing you and trying to get that ball, and also the team aspect, the team dynamics of it is very enjoyable.
Now, you mentioned things were at a thriving point, and you just got back from Ottawa. Talk about the provincial program right now and where things are at.
Well, I'm the head coach for the provincial water polo program, and we cater programs to the 18 and under and 16 and under teams. Right now, our 18 and under boys team is playing in the National Development Premier League, which is the highest level youth boys league in the country. Just a couple weeks ago, we were in Ottawa playing games against a couple teams from out east, and this is the first year the boys are in that league, and it's been going great.
Yeah, talk a bit about why you wanted to join that league, because I can only imagine it costs a bit, but talk about the rewards that you get at the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely, in all amateur sports, it costs money. But with being involved in this national league, one of the things that we get is, of course, exposure, but it's also at the provincial team level, a lot of the athletes their goals are to go beyond the provincial team. They want to go to national teams, they want to go to possible college scholarships to play water polo, maybe down the road playing professionally in Europe.
Well, we're going to meet some of these athletes who are doing well on the national level here on Sports Select Sports Talk. Our water polo coverage is just getting started. Stay with us.